everybody? My name is Dio Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from round 6 of the Tatoonie Galactic Championship Qualifier. Today, I'm joined by William Haywood on commentary.
Woo! High energy, high energy.
We're faking it so well right now. We haven't been up since 1:30 in the morning. And also, we're joined by Jonah Piscani on stats and stuff.
What's up, everybody? We made it to round 6. I had my doubts, but we made it.
We did it. We did it together. It takes a village. So this round is brought to you by Gold Squadron Paint Wars, our competitive painting show that puts 3 painters up against each other. They have a prompt that they need to go through, and of course we have judges, and there is a single winner, and they win a Star Wars Championship medal that is currently out of frame, and I'm pointing at, but I promise it's right there. So it is time for us to choose our champion. Will's going to break down those lists. Remember, if you're watching on YouTube later on, put it in the comments down below. Who do you think has the advantage in this game? All right, everybody at home, it is time to choose your champion.
All right. Let's start off with our player on our left here. You bet 1-all champion. We have Julien. Neo here. Rocking a Rebel squad. What I call Rebel 3 agility. As you have 2 A-wings. That's Jake and Hera. Both having proton rockets. Those are the range 1 to 2 bullseye attacks that require a focus and roll 5 dice. Hera loves to support her allies out on the battlefield by being able to share her tokens. If she's got a focus, they can use it. The friendly ships can use her focus to modify their dice. Jake acts as a pseudo coordinator. Whenever he boosts and barrel rolls, can hand out focus actions. Super useful with Hera. You could even do some linked actions utilizing the vectored thrusters ability. And of course, Jake can just barrel roll and then focus action and then boost. Super useful there. The I-4 of Jake is super important because it matches these Rogue Squadron escorts. Who are the E-Wings in the list. They have R3 Astromech to be able to acquire 2 locks. Whenever they acquire a lock, they have the experimental scanners to go with these long-range lots. Let's take a peek, and it looks like they locked up the couches on the other side. Makes sense.
I mean, those, let's be honest, like they are the list. Like, they really give this list the flavor that it has.
You would be surprised what that T-70 can do. But yeah, I think that, I mean, the ability for these Rogue Squadrons to get so much defense dice modification with Hera and Jake, and then their own ability to naturally modify their offense is very fantastic. If you imagine Jake can give a focus action to an E-Wing, that E-Wing can come up and take his own evade action, and then Hera could either sling and evade or focus to it. Can make these very hard to pin down. You always have to go after the A-Wings first. Plus, it has a lot of jousting efficiency too. I mean, if you're getting multiple range 1 shots with the Rogues plus the proton rockets, could be very deadly for the opponent. Speaking of, that's Vivek over here on the right, but 2-all champion here. Rocking a list he's very familiar with, been flying in a lot of the most recent tournaments. Starts off with a bunch of I2s. That's Finn in the pod with Heroic. Can add blank results or eyeball results to his dice rolls. Then obviously Heroic can re-roll them. Nimi is the T-70. Does while you perform an attack, if the defender's initiative is higher than yours, you may change 1 blank result to an eyeball result. Luckily, I guess, in this matchup for Nimi, that ability will work on every single pilot. So we'll always have that blank 2 eyeball on offense. Supporting these two sleeper heavy hitters, in my opinion, because they're out there doing a lot of red dice modification, is Nodin. Nodin's the yellow couch we have here has the ability to take multiple actions after coordinating or being coordinated. This combines well with C-3PO, so essentially you'll see a coordinate, and then a calculate go down because of C-3PO, and then you'll see a node in action for a second stress, probably a lock for the plasma torpedoes, sometimes even a red jam action. And then, of course, you can clear those stress with Corcella. As long as you fully execute a blue maneuver, clear all your stress tokens, and gets extra stress by the almost required for this ship R4 Astromech, giving it all all 2s are blue. And then you have white hard ones and white hard ones. And then your normal blue one banks and one forward. So it gives it a lot more flexibility to clear that stress for those 2-speed maneuvers. And look out, Dion, I spotted a hull upgrade on these couches as well. That's going to bring them to a total of 9 total health.
That means you need 5 damage for half points.
Correct. That's
Math.
2 damage cards, Dion. 2 damage cards. The other couch, I keep calling it couch just because it's funny. They are called resistance transports. Is Kova now almost exclusively seen with Leia Organa to be able to reduce the difficulty of your dialed-in maneuver. Because Kova likes to do red maneuvers to roll extra dice on offense and defense, loves to do stop maneuvers, reverses, 3 banks, 4 forward, and then utilize Leia to make it white. Has the R4 Astromech, like I said, that is required. You do some fun tricks that if you hard one Kova, it is a white maneuver, but it was revealed as red, which means you could save your force for maybe target lock force attack, or you can use that force to reduce someone else's maneuver. So a little bit of coordinate synergy there. And of course, some standard upgrades like Jamming Beam and Heroic on the ship then too, in addition to that hull upgrade. And looks like Vivek had delayed in the corner and has eyes on the joust over here. The E-Wing's not too sneaky coming around the rocks.
Yeah, I mean, this delayed... I don't know too much about... Okay, let me get to the point of what I want. Will, what do you think of the opening right now by Julien? Like, what are your thoughts on it? You've driven that car quite a bit. Yeah. I'm not really sure how this Rebel squad would even want to approach this.
You have to get those proton rockets out. You're going to lose the damage race if you're just pea shooting here with the A-Wings.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to get them in here threatening. Jake is in... he could probably skip past that asteroid. Yeah, he's fine to skip past the asteroid and then just figure out a way to deal with the next one. Can't go like 5 forward or else he'll touch it. But that's how I would normally flat. I try to get a proton rocket lined up at least, and then the double modified like focus target lock from the E-Wings. If your Hera's safe, you can go out there and take a lock if Jake can get the proton rocket to help him modify. But yeah, honestly, for what seems like, I called it Rebel 3 agility, that you'd be out there like, doing fancy dancing and ace at play. Mm-hmm. No, this list is secretly jousting.
Alrighty.
And there is an awkward rock there for red E-Wing, so they're both gonna have to one bank.
One bank boost. I mean, you end up without a green token though. That feels bad.
Yeah. Well, luckily Hera's coming in. Hera's got an easy like 3 forward boost. Throw that bullseye downfield, and if no one's shooting you, you can use that focus to help out other people.
That's right.
I didn't catch initiative.
Looks like Vivek is the first player.
Oh, yep, I see it out there. Makes sense. Because it's 198 to 199.
Now,
and you probably want to know where Kova's going for your course.
Oh, 100%. Oh, yeah. Now, the Choose Your Champion betting, if we go ahead and take a look at what our audience thought, 64% have the faith in Julien Galloudec's Rebel squad here, the Rebel 3 agility, while only 35% of our audience believe in the couches, the resistance transports. Honestly, I think if I was betting, just by having seen Vivek actually play this list and seeing how good it can be, and I've seen him win from behind before, like it's hard not to vote for him. What do you think?
They certainly have tools to fight each other. It comes down to this first engagement. I mean, this Nodin isn't going to be able to get a lock unless you Leia the 4 forward. So that's concerning. The plasma torpedo, like first round of the game, shoot a plasma torpedo at an E-wing would really spice it up.
All right, well, keeping it simple right now, just 1 forwards from Nimi and from Finn, and 3 straights from Nodin. Gonna double focus there using the recon specialist to do that.
C-3PO.
Oh, sorry, C-3PO. It's double calculates. Excuse me.
Droid recon specialist.
Yeah. And Kovanel taking a focus token as well. Here comes Jake. Zoomy.
Barrel out, boost in, procket. Let's go.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, barrel all the way backwards. Yeah.
That proton rocket is likely to hit.
He went middle. Fair enough.
And there is the focus boost. Remember, that focus comes from Jake's ability.
Yeah, Jake out here proving that I am not a support ship. Excuse me. I'm a double reposition procketer.
That move was exactly what I wanted to see from Julien. So satisfying. He's just in such a great spot.
All right, Hera keeping it simple. 2 straight focus boost. Might also have a procket on.
Nah, I don't think so.
Nope. It's range 3. And
I like this though. I utilize the same kind of similar self-bumping techniques because you get the free modifiers from Hera. You don't always need to be fully executing.
Oh, hit crit to start it off for Hera, and gonna force a focus. Calculate expenditure.
Yeah, there was one flaw of this list is that Nodin doesn't have a lot going for defensive abilities because it's all thrown into that coordinate. Neither one of these shots matter, so just pick one.
Patrick jumping on his recon specialist TV account. Very nice.
What recon?
All right, here we go.
I went into red here to try to strip one of the focuses.
Kovanel trying to do some work. Remember, gets the additional die here because of the color of the maneuver. And safe.
Yeah, that's 3 agility for you sometimes.
And I'm pretty sure we're getting the procket.
Oh, yeah. Tempted to go at Finn, I bet. But Finn could potentially block 3. Yeah, might as well just shoot the 1 agility ship.
5 dice roll. And is that that is a blank result. That's still 4, though, after spending the focus.
Yeah, he re-rolled it, but it was a focus expenditure. Oh no, that's gonna crit under the shields, and it's loose stabilizer.
Not quite half points, because remember, hull upgrade.
I'll upgrade. Yeah, unfortunately, Noted can't fix that with their ability either, because it has to be on your action bar. All right, looks like a range 2 into Nimi here to try to strip that oh so valuable focus token. We did see those locks change from the couches into Finn and Nimi. So a little FCS there for 2.
Hit, crit, blank.
Yeah, no heroic on that Nimi.
So that's going to be a couple shields down. Next shot. Same target from the other E-Wing going into Nimi. And that's going to be hit crit. Reroll with the target lock. Got hit, 2 hits and a crit. And probably spend the focus to avoid the critical damage, or might just take it because you're getting it anyway. All right? Even yeah, you're taking a crit no matter what. Do you want it for offense?
It won't kill you if it's direct. But you need some offense here.
And we are just waiting to see what the decision is here. There's a lot riding on this, and it looks like we're gonna take it.
Heck yeah!
Shield hit crit, and that is a disabled power regulator.
Oof.
Nimi, you're going 1 straight next turn.
Yeah, that should be line. Hera just waiting for that procket. Should be easy to line up when you literally know where your opponent is. We got range 3 jamming beam?
Did we get the ping on the jamming beam?
That's not how it works. Jam range 3? Oh, well, he rolled 3 evades, naturally, so... Vivek doesn't shoot jamming beam very often. Forgot that it's only range 1 to 2.
We got a it doesn't go that far.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anyway at this point.
Yeah. So what we're trying to do there is strip the focus and then put an extra jam so that Hera can't save him.
All right, 1 hit.
Yeah, this looks like Finn. Yep.
Turned it to 2 and 2 evades.
Yeah, Rebel 3 agility, let's go. All right, Nimi choosing the one that doesn't have a focus currently.
Oh, there we go. We got 3 hits. Spends a focus for 3. 4 defense dice, and
Yeah.
only going to be doing a single. No, yeah, Hera's ability
No.
if she's in range 2. Oh, yeah.
She's in range.
No damage there.
Yeah. Julien making it look easy out here.
No, just stroll up, win games. That's how it works, right?
I mean, what was it? Nathan. Nathaniel? Oh my God. What is his actual name? Mr. Moore.
Nate Moore.
Nate.
Mm-hmm.
He asked me, he was like, because I flew this list against him, the Rebel 3 agility, and just crushed him. But he hadn't played in a bit. But anyways, he sends me a message about it a couple days later. It's like, how do you fly that list? And I replied, just joust. Like, you're fine. You have modifiers and health and agility. You're fine. I mean, that's basically what we saw here. Sure,
right.
Jake and Hera came in from different angles, but there wasn't really much fancy flying. Not for the E-Wings, anyways.
All right. Well, let's start to look at. We can see that Julien does have an advantage right now. 25-0. has Noden one away from half there, so on the cusp of getting some more points. What can Vivek do to start to recover here just a little bit? You got those two E-Wings in front of you who are going to move after your entire list. Are we going to be trying to block the E-Wings? Do we need to pay attention to Jake, who's on our backside right now? What do you think?
Yeah, I would like to see a hard one from Kova, but that's right where Nemi's going to be with that from the ionization. Because then you could utilize Leia's force to put onto a different ship, namely Noden, who should probably back up. So that's going to be the biggest challenge here, is keeping these transports in the fight. Because once you go past the enemy, they're K-turning behind you, and you have to do hard turn, or back up, like a 3-point turnaround at that point, right?
Yeah, and at that point, if the enemy ends up changing the direction again of the fight, you could end up being out of the fight indefinitely.
Yeah. Vivek does a great job. He really hugs the board edge because he knows that that's one with these couches. You get into that situation very often. You fly into the middle of the board, and you will just never be able to track your enemy again.
Yep, and to kind of bounce off of what Will was talking about there, for any newer players, the board edge, while it can be a dangerous place, you don't want to fly your ships off of there, can be a great ally in planning your maneuvers, because if you know to like behind you or to your left is a spot where your enemy cannot be, that lowers the number of possibilities for your enemy, and it can help you make your decisions a little bit better. And like you said, Vivek, recognizing a weakness in his ship and using the edge of the board, this thing that is always there as a tool, essentially, in his playing, by limiting the number of directions that he has to cover.
All right, I like this. Took advantage of the similar initiatives. So let me fully execute the ion maneuver, ended the activation, lost the ion tokens, and then was able to move with Noden and coordinate the boost.
That is legal, by the way. I know some people are like, well, but it was ionized this turn. Yes, you're correct, but it was not ionized at the time of the coordination. Exactly.
Jake's tempted to do some fancier maneuvers here. Maybe wants to barrel roll. I'm just going to lock. He knows nobody's shooting at him. So
big swing.
Hey, why not?
And if you get natties, you get to hold on to it.
I mean, there's very few times when you're like a 3 agility ship, like an A-wing or something like that. Very few times where you could just like safely take a lock. So it feels nice.
Is this my
especially
safe
with
place?
Hera? It's unlikely. Oh, and she didn't bank in. She keeps the proton rocket aimed on Noden. Yikes.
All right.
But Nemi, excellent block there. Jammed up both the E-Wings.
Well, let's see what you end up trading here. And yeah, Hera is unloading that procket onto Noden. This does also mean good thing for Vivek is taking 5. You spend the focus there.
And if you kill Noden, there's no plasma torpedo coming onto those E-Wings. He had locked the yellow one.
I think the hesitation there may have to do with the fact that you have invested 2 prockets and a Hera focus into taking out that ship. So it feels like a heavy cost, but you just absolutely destroyed that ship.
He did get the evade, and it will survive. Survive for till probably Jake's shot, but that's semantics at this point.
Alrighty, so we now have Kovanel checking her arc, looking for options here. Has the red Rogue Squadron escort at range 2, and the yellow one at range 3. Deciding on shot order, I believe, right now.
I think you have to shoot at red. Nimi's not going to survive, or sorry, Nodin's not going to survive long enough to shoot that plasma torpedo, and honestly, Nimi might not survive either. Also at, what, 2 hull after that critical damage? Yeah, has to face off against a range 1 E-Wing with the target lock. So I think you need to shoot the red E-Wing, so at least you and Finn can focus fire into one target. And that target's range 2. I feel like the range 3 E-Wings, a hope and a dream that Nodin will survive.
Okay.
Still going for it though.
Yep, gonna take that range 3. And trail mix, 1 of each. Spends for 2.
Evades. 3 agility. Doing work.
Work it, work it, work it, roll it. Natties, let's go. All right, well, here we go. Rogue Squadron yellow taking a shot here into Nimi. Nimi is down to 2 hull. Let's go. And 2 hits. That's all you need if we get the blank out. But
Yeah,
never
you
mind.
spend
Sorry,
the-
there's a target lock out there.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to spend the lock here. Spend the yellow lock, reroll both. Hope you can get 4 and just put it down.
Oh, 3.
Oh.
3 hits.
All right.
Is Nimi going to go home? 1 blank says yes,
Yeah.
and it is true.
Yeah, Nimi's ability is offense only. So now you can activate Jake to see if the red needs to fire at Nodin as well. This is a situation where you only need 2 hits.
And you
And
got
there it is.
2. Spending the lock on the 3rd one. Really digging in, trying to get it. Got 3. That is another guarantee.
Rebels just dropping 2 ships here in the 2nd engagement.
They're dropping like flies.
I mean, if you shoot a couple proton rockets and double modified offense, you're going to start doing damage.
That's
this is-
gonna happen.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of modified red dice is like, how you win jousts. I'm not an expert on it, but I feel like that's got to be true. Yeah, the Rebels. Well, you got that going for them. The proton rockets are gone for the Rebels, but all their shields are still intact. Yikes. Both the E-Wings still have locks on Finn, who's going to be the next target, and soon it'll just be Kova now.
Kova and Leia in a dream.
Did Red shoot?
No.
Nope. Didn't even bother to shoot. Should we tell them?
Just type
Ships.
in red must engage. Let's go. Red
You got
must
it.
engage.
Yeah, so this was before Finn shot, so Finn had a focus and no strain. As a note, yep, they're correcting it. He did later spin it on offense, so if he needs to, we'll rewind that. Somebody asked about judge calls, and this would be a pause and potentially a rewind situation. Oh, it's going to go into Cove anyways, so there's just pause then. No
Yep.
potential for rewind.
2 hits.
I think of them about if I say the letters VCR, does that date me? Should I say DVD player instead? Does that date me? Even
I mean,
well?
I think at this point, I mean, the people who are listening to us probably know what at least a DVD player is. Most know what a VCR is.
Okay. Well, when you are using your VCR. You have the different buttons. I think of them the shapes in my head. You got the square, that's stop and just resolve it. You have the double arrow backwards, that's rewind the game state back to where it was broken apart. And then you have play, which is play on as a missed opportunity, essentially. That's normally how most 99% of all your judge calls are going to be. You have to figure out which of those three you need to do to resolve the conflict, and then you can move on from there.
Gotta love it. All right, here we go. We got a 3K from Finn. Finn is trying to be the hero of the resistance here. Kova now taking the one turn and focus. Just trying to get guns on target. Jake seems to be the primary target. Both arcs are pointed his way. Red Rogue going 4 straight. And just taking an evade to protect itself from Finn. Does have that possibility of being shot there from the back. Yellow E-Wings up next. Oh, no, sorry. So they're all initiative 4. They can go whatever order they want between those three. Jake taking the barrel roll, focus for the ability, and then a boost using the vectored thrusters ship ability on the RZ-1 A-Wing. Of course, that does leave.
Trying to give Red a focus action there.
Ooh, 1 straight.
I'm surprised he didn't self-bump Yellow before Red moved to shoot at Finn range 1.
That maybe just Kova's the thing he has in his sights, maybe.
I guess. Yeah, look at these A-Wings. Just like, well, we shot our rockets. Now it's time to support.
Yep. I'm a support ship now.
I mean, I said it earlier. My favorite ship is a supporting ace. And that's Jake and Hera in a nutshell.
All right, that's going to be 3 hits from the E-Wing after spending, and both of those blanks heroic into double evades.
Oh, heroic!
You still end up taking 1 damage, but you did it in style.
Yeah. So I said this at the beginning of this match. If you can get like evade focus onto an E-Wing, the focus didn't work in this scenario, but almost did. Like, you can't shoot at this E-Wing right now. Not with 2 evades. That's ridiculous. Yep, just going to shoot at Hera, who only has the single evade. And Finn can't roll 2 paint to save his life.
Come on, man.
He has been rolling, like, eyeball, blank, hit blank on every single attack. And he chooses not to strain himself, because he is already strained, and you only clear 1.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there's no room for him to maneuver forward to get a focus action. So that's problematic.
100% agree here. So looking at this, I mean, Vivek has some work to do. Finn, is Finn like the key to the game? If Finn can start just like doing his unstoppable offense, I am Finnebitable offense, is that how Vivek can end up winning this game?
I guess so, yeah. Normally, Finn is a bait for people. He can take like 1 or 2 shots easily, but in this one, they focused down the Nodin, which I think is the smart decision. Like I said, it has no help on defense. 1 agility ship out there. The coordinates can really stack up to be powerful. And then Nimi. Nimi's a sleeper hit, dude. Nimi is a really good X-Wing. It's absurd sometimes. If you let her fly around, or them, I believe it's a female, but don't quote me on that. If you let them fly around with a focus token, their offense is outrageous. I am
Agreed.
excited for this. I want Jake to hard turn in, barrel out, and boost past red to give him a focus before he sloops. Come on,
Oh,
Jake.
that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Well, Kovanel doing the left reverse. Beep, beep. Trying to keep things in the arc.
Yeah, just going to keep backing up here till till the fight's not in front of her anymore. Hold on, pup. We'll go outside. Just wait.
Here's Jake. Too
40
hard.
minutes. Oh, he doesn't have room to barrel. No.
Yeah, not enough space for those shenanigans. We'll be able to trade range 1 shots with Kova.
You could focus boost out.
The sloop does happen.
Yeah. That's why Jake's so good. Being able to give these E-Wing, like, for an E-Wing to get a focus from Jake and then an evade token from Hera while it's slooping is
That's nuts.
so powerful. And it's still modifying its dice because it's offensive dice. It's got target locks, like, just slamming as many modifiers as you can into the ship.
All right. Hera does still have a range 1 shot. They're going to be trading between Finn and Hera. 3 dice at range 1. We got 2 hits. We'll see what the other die here is in a moment. There's the roll, and it's 3.
Netties.
And that's a single squiggle there. Finn is taking half points. -1 shield, minus a hull. And we'll see if the other ships can end up taking it back. But we have Kovanel firing now.
4 on 3 versus Jake.
Oh, does he have a focus token?
Yeah.
Oh,
'cause you used
yeah.
Leia. Yeah, you got to spend here. You need all the hits on offense you can get.
Swing, bada bada. And that's 3 evades. Just takes 1. Wow. Just ends up shakes it off.
Got the shields.
That's the first damage in Julian's. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, when you can modify these green dice with Hera and Jake, man, the E-Wing's looking pretty studly out there. This is range 2.
This is
Probably into Finn.
And yeah, into Finn, fire control system blank into evade, and that's it. Finn's gone. That fire control system target lock doing the work there, getting that guarantee. And now we got Jake firing back.
Yeah, wishing they had a second proton rocket. Spent the focus on offense, so.
And does a damage. The soul in the chat says, "Oh my goodness, the damage differential." Yeah, in this game, it's pretty extreme, to be honest. First shield there in the entire game, and Vivek is down to his last ship with only 6 hull left. It's not looking good.
No, not looking good indeed. I mean, I don't think the green dice have been anything too crazy. I mean, he got 2 evades when he was rolling 4. That's expected at that point, right? Or close to it. It's just the last lackluster attack power from Nimi. Nimi only got 1 shot. Now, it didn't obviously do any damage. Same thing with Noden. Noden got 1 2-dice attack. Didn't do any damage. Finn couldn't get 3 results on offense all game. And I think Kova's been rolling trail mix too. I don't think, other than that last one that was 4 hits finally, Kova was rolling trail mix, which doesn't help you with a heroic and a focus token. So yeah, now it's easy flying. Like I said, you do not need Hera and Jake in this fight anymore. Just let them support. Let the E-Wings do what they need to do.
E-Wings here to finish the job, eh? I like it. I like it. We got 35 minutes and change to chase down a flying space couch. The resistance transport should be easy goings, I think. But we know Vivek. He's gonna get every point that he can. Especially, you know, this is a bubble match, right?
This is a bubble match.
If there's potentially a 4 and 2, you know, you want to make sure that that Vivek needs to make sure that they have as much MOV as possible to give themselves a chance. So expect them to continue to fight here. I mean, you already did one shield, it looks like, on Hera, so you want to make sure that you can you can try to get the rest of that.
Yeah, we did see Jake try a 5K and was blocked. Sloop from yellow. Red double checked the eyeball, or double checked the arc, and it looks in on Kova, so took the lock, and Hera also was 5K.
And here we go.
Yeah,
that's 3 hits going into Kova.
Another natural 3 from Hera. She nattied 3 last round as well.
Pop. Let's go. That's 3 hits. Kova down to 3 hull because a hull upgrade. And here's Kova trying to get revenge.
Yeah, kept the focus for offense here.
2 hits only.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough against natural. That's 2 hits isn't going to be enough against unmodified green dice. All right, here's the attacks. This one's got a lock. Just spend it outright. Yeah.
And trail mix. Same result. And that squiggle happens.
Yes. So one more shot here from yellow. Range 3.
And 2 hits and a focus. Here's the roll. Evade, focus. That's still going to do a damage.
Yeah. That Kova actually has a focus token that was never spent, but I feel like Vivek's a bit tilted here as he just GG'd, realizing that this is not going to happen.
All right. Well, congratulations, Julien, winning that game just commandingly. You know, little bit of, a lot of bit of skill. Great opening, and just also, hey, hot red dice don't hurt. They make you from having made good choices to winning harder. Sometimes that's just how that ends up going. So congratulations, and Vivek, thank you for playing. GSP right here, bringing you the Galactic Championship Qualifier Round 6. Thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, and Row 6, our Grand Admiral patrons, and all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members. Thank you so much for your support. Gold Squadron out.